Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm sure you all remember this guy right here. I did a story about him a couple weeks ago. This guy right here is Preston Anderson. He's 39 years old. He had a 41-year-old girlfriend that he lived with. This guy right here has been locked up for a little bit, and he's accused of R-wording, beating, and holding his girlfriend hostage over 2 days in an apartment that's hers that he lives in. Now, I've already done this story, but the reason why we're coming back is an update about him, his past, who he was, and what happened when he was in court. And I want to show you this video clip, and I want to show you that there are some people that are beyond fixing. And we need to understand that as a community moving forward. This guy right here did some of the most heinous stuff. Among one of the things he did is he poured hot grease on this woman's face and her genitals, almost to the point where her face looked as if it was melting. I'm going to show you the video clip that includes the 911 call and a couple of other tidbits that you didn't know. This guy is a monster and needs to be taken out the pasture. A lot of us sit around here and, we believe in the justice system. I think a lot of the justice system is BS. First of all, his bail, his bond, he has a bond for doing what he did. Why does he have a bond? That's number one. Number two is all the time feeding and housing these animals and demons, doing the most craziest stuff to children, women, elderly, what have you. It costs a lot of taxpayer dollars, and I'm tired of paying for it, and I know a lot of you guys are too. I'd rather take that money that be invested on feeding the criminal that's going to go to jail anyway and taking care of him for the rest of his life or however long he's going to be locked up. That ain't my job, and it ain't yours neither. We could be contributing that money to feeding the homeless or building better schools. We could. Check out this video clip. We'll come back to it.
New developments tonight and a miraculous escape. A woman gets away from an ex-boyfriend who is accused of violently abusing her. New tonight, we have the chilling 911 calls. Kelly Kennedy live with the new developments, Kelly, in this really disturbing case.
Chris, it is, and I just want to warn anyone at home who's watching right now that a lot of these details are very disturbing, very graphic. This 41-year-old woman lived with her ex-boyfriend at an apartment in Cleveland, and after 2 days of being tortured, that man finally left the apartment. She saw that as her window of opportunity to escape. She made it to the security office in her apartment building, and it was the security officer who called 911 and ultimately saved that woman's life.
I just came out the bathroom in the security office, and she came to the front desk, and she's visibly beaten up on her face. It looks like she's burnt on her face. Is there any serious bleeding? Yes, on her face.
A Cleveland woman escaped from her live-in boyfriend on July 28th, and it was her building security guard who came to the rescue.
I'm sorry, I'm a little shaken up. I have the lady in the security booth with me right now, hiding in the bathroom. She's beat up. She's scared, she's crying, and I'm not going to let her leave the security room until the police get here.
The woman told police 39-year-old Preston Anderson poured boiling canola oil on her, burning her face and genitals after he brutally beat her and forced her to perform sex acts multiple times. She told investigators that the man did not allow her to eat, drink, or go to the bathroom, and that he strangled her.
He's been burning her with oils. Like I said, her face is look like she's been burnt. He's been beating her with knives and stuff. She just pulled down her pants and showed me different marks and stuff like that. He's in the building, but he's not in the apartment. So she took this chance to come and get help.
Court documents say the woman suffered broken bones and third-degree burns. Anderson is now in custody and is charged with rape, kidnapping, assault, and domestic violence. I dug into his criminal record. It dates back more than 20 years to 2002. It includes domestic violence, assault, aggravated robbery, and burglary. Last week, when he was in court, Anderson lashed out at the judge.
Guys, that was a video, and we did this story before, but I'm going to point out a couple of things. First thing is this: I got to give that security guard credit. As a woman, she did look out for that fellow lady. Second thing is this: you never know how people will react when they're terrified. Here, this woman ran, seen the security guard, explained the situation, and hid in the bathroom. But that's not the premise of it. This woman was so terrified and looked so bad, right, that the security guard had described her, I don't know if it showed it in this video, as her face was practically melting off. And if she looks like that on her face and her genitals, she has to be looking that way or worse. I told you guys before, there are people out here that do not like women, but want one. Don't know how to handle them, don't understand them, and any chance they get, they will show their masculinity when they feel as though it's threatened, whether you tell them no or anything. This guy right here wanted to mess this girl up to where nobody else would want her because evidently something happened. Maybe she wanted to end it or didn't want him, or he felt as though she didn't want him. You know that old quote, if I can't have you, nobody can, right? This is the new part of it. If you don't want me, I'll make sure nobody wants you. That's a damn shame. Reason why I brought that part up, guys, is this. A lot of times when people are terrified and they're explaining their story, they'll show you what somebody did to them. When I was listening, I was like, why would she show her the genitals and all this stuff? She's just trying to get the woman to believe her and know the severity of the injuries. And that's embarrassing to somebody, mainly a woman, where they feel as though the way they look is not enough to get help from somebody. And it's a good thing the lady caught up on that. That's the thing that I don't understand, little intangibles, that psychological torture that people go through when people terrorize them to where they feel as though they have to do certain things to get help, when it should be a common practice for us helping each other. And I give the security guard credit. She did do the right thing. She did. This guy thought he had this woman's mind. Burned her up with oil. Beat her face to a pulp. See, the security guard says, yeah, she's visibly beaten. Doing all of that to that woman and still tried to make her perform sexual gratification on him. What does that tell you? Even though he's doing all this stuff, he's using sex as a form of disrespect to show her that she's nothing. That's the same thing a rapist does. Oh, I said the word. But it's almost like a hate crime. They're going to show you something. It's demoralizing. It's messed up that a people like that exist. They don't need to send people like this to jail. They need to give them 1 month locked up to prepare for a case, and the case lasts 1 day. Prove to us you did not do this shit and bring all of the evidence. You get your lawyer, she get her lawyer. She ain't even got to go in there and see you because the lady's messed up and going through some injuries or whatever, but you got 8 hours to prove that you ain't do it. Ain't nobody getting no break. Ain't no hung jury. Ain't no mistrial. Ain't this. You know what I'm saying? See how he was acting at the end? Oh, F y'all. F y'all. Suck my D. Oh, for real? For real? Okay. Send him back. He be thinking he going to the cell. I have some goons pick him up off the ground with his legs swinging and take him right out there to the tree stump. It'd be an axe sitting right there with a bunch of chicken heads around it. You an animal. You go right where they go. Except nobody gonna eat you. There'd be a hole dug right there. Chop, chop in the hole. And a bunch of people there shoveling dirt on you. For real. Society has no tolerance for this. I mean, not only now are we just invading people's rights, people's privacy, we just trying to totally commit psychological warfare on somebody. Physical torture is enough, but the psychological ramifications for this woman and what she'll go through to even get back to normalcy, none of us can compare to that. Stuff like this ruins people. Now she got a long road to recovery, like I said before, on her face, on everything else. Wounds in her heart won't heal. And this guy is sitting in jail getting mad because somebody bringing it up and asking him questions or talking to him. He feels as though he ain't got to say nothing. Like the world spins because he does it like a basketball on his fucking finger. We need to take these type of people and just snap quick. Snap quick. Guys, leave me a comment on this. Tell me if anything I said made sense. If I don't upload another video today, I've been invited to go to the funeral of Maria, what's her name? Maria Elena Gonzalez, the little 11-year-old girl. They're having a viewing today out in Pasadena. I've been invited by some friends of the family. I'll be showing up today. So if I don't drop another video today, I'll probably drop one tonight talking about the situation. Now, granted, guys, this is very hard for me, but I feel as though if I can report on the story, I can go and see the damage that it does on the community and report on it. This is the second child I've ever seen in a casket. So this will be very, very tough. I've been thinking about this all last night. Yeah, but I've been invited. So, I'm going to go. But if I don't drop another video today, this afternoon, you can expect one tonight. Because I got a little bit of a surprise about this case with this young lady, Miss Gonzalez, that a lot of people didn't know and this didn't get out publicly. It's messed up. I'll talk to you guys later on. Stay tuned.